Hello folks, this is the Defensive Architect here, coming to you with a video with a new team and a new season. I'm running with the New York Football Giants, and I'm not sure if any of you have seen my preparation or my build video, if you will, with this particular football team, but this is a seasonal game that I'm filming right now, and this game is, I'm not sure if this is like later in the season. Yeah, this is like maybe the second to last game in the football season or what have you. But anywho, yeah, this is the new build, and things are looking really good. I actually loaded this team up. This is a custom build, so I really loaded this team up with the highest rated players possible. So I have like the highest rated linemen, I have the highest rated linebackers, highest rated DBs, and or at least I try to get as high as I possibly could with the ratings for each position. But this is a really good defensive football team. I mean, I've even though this is a custom build, I actually have been running the 4-3 defense and kind of going in and out of the 4-3 and the 3-4 because I have multiple high-rated linebackers as well as multiple high-rated linemen, defensive linemen. So, you know, I pretty much stack this team up defensively. Offensively, we are pretty good. You know, we don't turn the ball over and stuff, things of that nature, so that's good. So we're kind of a really good, complete football team. But the defense is absolutely stellar, as you see here with the sack. Shivers is absolutely like dynamite. I mean, I love Shivers on that right side, and he's been dominant. But this is a custom team, and this defense is revolved around blitzing. So I do tend to blitz a lot with this team because the linebackers are so quick. So what I would do is I would have a situation where I would blitz multiple times and then turn to a cover 2 coverage, or turn to like a cover 4 or cover 3 coverage, and try to see if I can get a pick, if I could kind of you know, jump a pass or, you know, something like that, and get a pick 6 or just get a pick, period. And yeah, that's the bulk of the defense though. So as you can see here, we're audibly to that cover 2. And what I'm doing with the blitzing, that's a cheesy little call there, but what I'm doing with the blitzing is I'm trying to get the quarterback to call plays that will have him check down to a receiver that's curling, or to the running back at the flat, or the running back that's curling. So so in other words, I'm trying to get him to get rid of the ball quickly. And when he gets rid of the ball quickly, if he's not a high-rated quarterback, even some of the high-rated quarterbacks make mistakes. We kind of bait them into mistakes, but especially the low-rated quarterbacks, they really turn the ball over very easily. But every now and then, if I don't time it right, you'll see plays like this where he'll get the ball off to the running back or underneath somehow to an open man, and they'll get you know, they'll get quite a few yards out of it. Sometimes, you know, outright big chunk plays. So that's really the only way you're going to move the ball against this defense, because otherwise, if you hold the ball too long, as you can see, he's scrambling and moving around trying to get away from that front 7, because that front 7 is very fast. So you can't hold the ball too long, which is, again, why I blitz a lot of times. So that last play, you did see him get sacked. We also do good in the running game, as you can see there. Our defensive run, I believe we're top 10. And the defense is really, really good. I mean, we're in the second quarter. We're only up 7-3, but we're doing really good defensively and containing teams. A lot of what I do, wow, that should have been a pick. That definitely should have been a pick, but it was good defense nonetheless. But what I tend to do is, I try to contain a lot of the short and medium pass plays because of the blitzing. So once I start blitzing and once I get to the quarterback a couple of times or I stuff the run, very often, throughout the game, then what tends to happen is, the quarterback will turn to his medium to short passing game, and he'll be trying to get the ball off fast, trying to make sure that he hits guys underneath like 5 yards or less or 10 yards or less, and so that's kind of what tends to happen there, and that's exactly what we want, and that's what you should be doing on defense. On defense, you really want to force offenses to do things you want them to do. Okay, if you want them to run the ball, if you want them to run against you, then you set up plays and you set up a scheme to where they will run the ball a little more often than they will pass, and you can do that. And that's a nice sack right there. It's a really good sack. And that's what you'll get when you get a quarterback that will every now and then try to hold the ball a little longer to try to get that big play. But if your front seven is quick, they're going to get to him very fast. So he's holding the ball too long, and that's what's causing these sacks now. And of course, after watching this, as you can see, we lead the league in sacks, obviously, because a lot of the quarterbacks we play against, they're trying to throw deep, they're trying to get the ball deep. They're trying to get some big plays, to get some big play action. But our defense, so from here, our offense is kind of becoming stagnant at this point in this game. So we don't want to continue that. And, because it doesn't matter if your defense is really, really good. You want to build a cushion on the scoreboard so that you can get teams to panic or to, throw quick, to do all this kind of stuff like he did there. They got a big play out of it. But you want them to kind of, to rush and, get rid of the ball and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you'll get plenty of sacks and you'll get plenty of interceptions because he's going to try to get rid of the ball quickly. But when you have a close score, you want to add a little cushion to the score. You want to be up by at least a touchdown or 10 points. I think that's like a really good distance as far as a good defensive game and having a really good cushion on the scoreboard. Because the way that your defense is supposed to run your schemes, you want to give up a lot of plays underneath, and every now and then, giving up those plays underneath, they're going to try to throw deep, and then that's where you get your sacks. And then once you get some sacks, then he's going to be trying to get rid of the ball quickly, and then you can start lurking and creeping and playing the chains and stuff like that, because eventually at some point in the game he's going to throw a pick or two, but you want to average at least one interception, and he almost threw one right there. You want to make sure that you have some kind of scheme where you can create turnovers, because that's the whole point. The whole point of playing defense is to control what's happening in the course of the action in the game, and you want to eventually get turnovers. That last play that you just saw, that was a really, really good play from my linebacker. The middle linebacker is really, really good. And there he goes again, running off. He ran off almost immediately, because again, there's like nothing there. It looks like we're going to go into the half up one. So here in the second half, We scored a touchdown, and we're up 8. So we have the cushion that I was talking about. Our total yards defensively, we're only giving up 125 yards, 125 total yards, and so that's tremendous. So right now they're trying to mix things up. They're audibling. They're doing all this stuff. They're trying to adapt and adjust to our scheme. Wow. It seems like there's nothing that they can do at this point. I mean, it's like everything we're doing is just on attack at this point. I mean, we're just reacting to everything, and we're on the ball right now. We're on the nose. So now he's trying to throw downfield. He actually had a running back open. I'm not sure if you saw it underneath at the bottom of the screen, but he had a guy open, and instead he's trying to get the ball downfield. So this is what you should expect, especially in the second half. Those slants, see, there we go, missing that tackle. Yeah, there goes that touchdown. So it happens every now and then. There's going to be these big plays that will happen, but nonetheless, we scored on our possession. And after that big play, they still only have 200 total yards. So, this is pretty much what it's going to take, for most teams to beat you. If you have a really good defense, it's going to take some kind of Madden cheese or some kind of big play in order to beat you. Otherwise, they're going to have to deke and dunk down the field, and eventually they're going to throw a pick to you. And that's all you can ever ask for. So that's good defense there. We were playing a cover 2. He really threw the ball underneath there. I mean, I think he didn't even get a gain there, so I think it was no gain. But yeah, that's the end of the quarter. But this team, it's really tremendous. And at this point, we're looking for a pick right now. So we're looking for a big play. We need to have a big play right now. So they're going to run their triples, and yeah, hopefully we can get a play up. I feel a play coming at this point, because at some point they're going to get desperate. They're going to be trying to throw the ball downfield and all that kind of stuff, and we're going to have to rush him into a bad pass or something. So we audible to the cover 2, and he threw underneath again. Those little 5-yard dink and dunk short passes. That's fine. That's really fine. You should be okay with that. And the reason why you should be okay with that is because, with football, especially defensively, there goes my pick right there. He's not going to make it. He's too slow, but, that was really good. That was really, really good. See, that's textbook. That's exactly what I've been talking about this whole time in this game. That's exactly what I've been talking about this whole time in this game. And we scored a touchdown. So we scored on that turnover possession, and that's tremendous. So what I was getting ready to say, if I can remember, yeah, I was going to say that everything in football, especially defensively, is about give and take. When you give up, wow, there we go. Here we go with a big run play from the quarterback. Anyway, when you show one look, you're giving up something else. When you blitz, you're giving up slants and the possibility of a big play, and you're taking a gamble. When you play zone, you're giving up. First of all, you're giving the quarterback time to throw. So, that's that. And then you're giving up something in the zone. So the zones can't cover everything. So you're going to give up drags. You're going to give up curls. You're going to, whatever you're giving up, whatever you're willing to give up or bait the quarterback to throw into, you got to be okay with that. So, that's kind of how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And it's very rare where you have it's very rare that you have a situation where, you're basically just so dominant. There's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they ever could do against you without turning over the ball or doing whatever. But in these instances, I mean, you have to be okay in a typical football game to give up something. And just like you saw in that prior play, we were playing cover 2, and we gave up that little short hook. Okay, so that's something you got to be willing to give up. Otherwise, you're going to give up plays like that. Okay, we were lurking and baiting a little bit too much, and we gave up a play over the top. Okay, but you have to be okay with those things. We did score on our possession, so that's why we're up 10. But right now they're trying to move the ball down the field so they can get a quick play. They don't have any timeouts left, so they're definitely going to have to dink and dunk. We're not going to give up anything over the top whatsoever. That was a flunky play, a little funky play, but didn't go anywhere. I think he only got a yard out of that. But yeah, giving up way too much time in the pocket there. You know, our guys are way too good to be giving up time like that. But hey, it is what it is. So there we have that. We should get to him though. Oh, nice pick. That was a beautiful pick from Compton. He's like my best corner. Yeah, Compton is really good. So that's pretty much the end of the game. This was a really good game, a textbook game. We did give up a couple of big plays, but for the most part, we were playing our game, and that cover two really worked wonders for us in this game. And we blitzed very well, and we got to the quarterback really, really good. So I would say this was a really good, complete game. And yeah, so that's that, guys. So see you later.